In a quiet village in Cameroon, surrounded by green hills, fresh air, and the sounds of nature, lived a young couple whose love story would inspire an entire community. This is a story of a young lady and her husband who had very little, but carried a dream so powerful that nothing could break it. Stay till the end because the story might change the way you see love, sacrifice, and success. In a small peaceful village lived a beautiful young woman named Amélie and her loving husband, Daniel. They were newly married and lived in a tiny mud brick house with an old zinc roof that made noise whenever the heavy rains came. Life was not easy. They had no expensive clothes, no big savings, and no luxury. What they had was a small farm where they planted maize, cassava, and beans just to survive. But despite their struggles, one thing never changed: their love for each other. Every morning before sunrise, Amélie would wake up to prepare breakfast while Daniel walked to fetch water from the nearby stream. Before heading to the farm, Daniel would smile at his wife and gently say, "Daniel, one day, my love, we will build a beautiful house. We will own land, and we will never struggle again." Amélie would smile back and hold his hand. "Amélie, we will grow rich together, not just in money, but in love too." And every single day, they believed in that dream. One evening, after working long hours on the farm, the couple sat outside their small house under the moonlight. The village was calm. Crickets sang in the distance, and the cool night breeze touched their faces. Daniel looked at Amélie and held her hand tightly. "Daniel, no matter how hard life gets, promise me we will never stop believing in our dreams." Amélie looked into his eyes. She could see hope. She could see determination. And most importantly, she could see love. "Amélie, I promise we started together, and we will rise together." That night, they made a promise they would never forget. No matter how difficult life became, they would fight for their future together. The next day, they began working harder than ever before. Daniel learned better farming techniques from elders in the village. Meanwhile, Amélie started selling roasted groundnuts and homemade palm oil at the local market. Some days were difficult. Some harvests failed. Sometimes they barely had enough food. But they never gave up. When one felt weak, the other gave strength. When one felt hopeless, the other reminded them of the dream. Little by little, things began to change. Their farm grew bigger. Their harvest improved. Their savings slowly increased. Then came goats, then cows, and before long, the tiny house they once struggled in became a beautiful family home. Years later, the same couple who once struggled to survive became one of the most respected families in the village. But success never changed them. They remained humble. They never forgot the nights when they shared one meal together because that was all they had. Whenever young couples asked for advice, Amélie would smile and say, "Amélie, love is not only sweet words, love is patience, sacrifice, and building dreams together." And Daniel would always add, "Daniel, if two people truly love each other and work as one, even the smallest dream can become something great." And so, their story became more than just a love story. It became proof that true love is not about wealth at the beginning. It is about believing in each other long enough to build wealth together. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Would you stay with someone through struggle to build success together? Let me know your thoughts in the comment.